Hello, ladies and gents. Mr. Mogi Mogi here, and today I'm going to be trying something new, and I'm going to be starting to review Yu-Gi-Oh episodes. This is something I wanted to do since Zeal came out, but I was kind of a bit late on it, and I didn't really know how to go about it. So yeah, I'm going to do this for Arc-V or Arc-V. Um, is it? I actually don't know if it's Arc-V or Arc-V. I don't know if it's called Arc-V because there's something with V that has to do with the anime, or 5 because it's the 5th season of Yu-Gi-Oh! I know it's called Arc because of Pendulum, and you can see here, like, it's an arc, and yeah. So anyway, um, so what I'm going to be talking about is kind of like the first episode and what I kind of got from it, and in terms of like how the direction of the series is going to go. So first we get a look at the main character, who's Yuya Sakaki or something like that. I don't know. He's an interesting character. I find it odd how he kind of wants to entertain people through his duels, but it's also quite interesting and unique as well. Um, he kind of looks through it as like he's having fun and enjoys dueling, but he just wants to do it as a joke for others. So I don't know if he actually takes dueling seriously, which is kind of weird. The character, in my opinion, is okay. I mean, it's there's likable aspects about him, but I don't really know. I haven't really seen enough of him to actually like give my personal opinion on if I like him or not. Um, yeah, usually I do like characters like this, but so far it's not clicking with me or whatnot. But yeah, soon we find out that he's part of this dual school, and there's numerous dual schools. I don't know why there is numerous dual schools, but there are, and I don't know if like they go around challenging one another for whatever reason that's yet to be explained. Okay, but whatever. We've gotten into this virtual reality where the the virtual reality actually becomes solid material, and with this, they're able to do action duels. Um, Now, action duels is pretty much the gimmick of what they this series is going to be going through. It's pretty much the same as riding duels as in 5Ds. I don't really care for the gimmicks of 5Ds riding duels or action duels for that matter. So it's no real difference to me. But it's really weird that you find out in this episode that it's like confusing that you can just ride around on your monster and find these things called action cards. Um, Personally, I think that's just an excuse to give the main character plot device cards to in a way to get out, and they seem like they're like quick play cards that you can activate on your opponent's turn from your hand or something like that. It was kind of weird, but so far for the plot, we kind of figure out that Yuya's dad is missing and like has left 3 years ago, and for some reason, him and his mom has not bothered to look for him. I don't know. It wasn't really explained like why he went missing or whatnot. Hopefully that obviously gets explained, but it just seems kind of weird that it's his dad's missing for 3 years, and they just like, oh, he ran away from a duel or whatnot. I don't think that was very, 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 I don't know, reputable. But whatever, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. Hopefully the story gets better as it goes along. Um, so basically, for the aesthetics reasons of it, the first episode was pretty good. I liked the opening; it was pretty good, aesthetically pleasing at least, and the ending as well. The music was okay. I didn't care for it, but like for the opening, the opening worked well with it, so I liked it. Um, so when when we get into the duel itself, we see that Yuya has a deck called Entermates, which is obviously a play on words for him entertaining. Um, so that's his deck archetype, I suppose, which is kind of weird. But then again, I guess it fits his personality to fit. So he's kind of like a clown, but his mom also says that he's been hiding behind a face of a clown or something like that, where he's been trying to entertain people through his duels, but not really showing what he could do. So I believe that's going to lead for very good character development for Yuya later on. Then we come to the guy who uses Battle Guard King, which is really cool because it's kind of bringing back Battle Guards, which was from the old Yu-Gi-Oh series, which is pretty cool. Um, I thought it was pretty neat. But this is the guy that Yuya duels, who I think his name is Strong, and he's the reason that his dad left 3 years ago, or so they say. Like, he was supposed to duel his dad 3 years ago, but his dad never showed up, so he left. Um, we get some flashbacks of Yuya talking with his dad about the pendulum and how his emotions can come back to him as long as he's laughing. As long as he pushes for the laugh, he'll always get laughs back because it swings like a pendulum. Um, in terms of reality, I guess so. He says, like, whenever you're sad, try to laugh. That way, if you keep on trying to laugh, it'll always come back to you and push for those feelings. So I guess that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool concept for this anime, where the pendulum is the actual concept. So not only is it the summon, but it's also uh, a foreshadowing for the story itself. So that's pretty neat. I think that's something new where they're actually using the deck mechanic as also a story plot device, where it also has separate meanings. So that's pretty cool. Um, but here's where it gets weird. At the end, we reach the climax of the duel, where he has his odd eyes pretty much destroyed. Um, and sent back to his hand, and he's only at 400 life points while his opponent has gotten all his life points back, and he's back at 4,000 with no field whatsoever. He still has this Battle Guard King at 5,000 attack because of some trap card. So it's obviously looking bad for the main character, which is neat, at least. Um, but what happens is his pendulum activates. Obviously, his power, which was given from his dad, activates. This is the same thing that happens in Yu-Gi-Oh all the time. Generic Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Um, he gets the power, and for some reason, only his Odd Eyes, his Magician of Chromancy, and his Magician of Astromancy turn into pendulum cards. So, okay, this is where it gets weird in the episode, because it's kind of not, because it just ends, and obviously I'm waiting for episode 2 to really explain it. But the questions that are put up here, like, his pendulum activates, and only these 3 cards in his hand turn into pendulum monsters, while the other cards in his hand stay normal. I don't really know how, like, why didn't the other cards in his hand turn into pendulum monsters as well? It was kind of weird, and the way that Yuya looked at it, it seemed like he didn't even know what these cards were or why they transformed. Yu-Gi-Oh has always had a thing where they're always able to create cards from their draws or something. Like, I know for Yuma, he was able to create the Zexal weapons with the draw, with his shining draw, and Yusei was able to create his shooting Quasar Dragon with a new way of synchroing and stuff. And that's pretty much what Yu-Gi-Oh is. But, like, it's kind of weird when they're already changing cards that they've already drawn. Like, they've pretty much just changed the cards the way they were. And the way they kind of portrayed this as the Pendulum Summon is like Yuya's Pendulum created the Pendulum Summon. Like, he created a deck mechanic just for himself. That's how it was presented anyway, because he was shocked. Um, People looked like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is this? Um, which was weird, because you you think like the dual disc itself was actually like activating to the pendulum summon, so like this must be an actual deck mechanic, but the way it was portrayed was like Yuya created his own deck mechanic himself, which was the pendulum summon. Um, so yeah, hopefully that gets explained a little better, or maybe just because it's the first episode, we just have to buy that crap for what it is. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I would probably rather have an explanation. There's a reason that I'm kind of watching this series, hopefully for us the story, because Zeal really impressed me with its story and character development, and so I'm really giving this series a chance. Um, but as it stands, that's where the episode ends. I'm definitely willing to watch episode 2. I really hope that this series is good. Um, but yeah, tell me what you guys think of the episode. Hopefully I'll be able to review episode 2 when it comes out as well. Um, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about like his cards just changing into pendulum monsters, and then just him like he like pendulum summons must exist unless he created them himself, because it's weird, because like it's just, I don't know. You guys tell me. Um, yeah, aesthetically and visually, like, it was great, especially when he was doing the pendulum summon to summon up his whole hand, and it kind of looks like between the Magician of Astromancy and the Magician of Chronomancy, they kind of swing back and forth to pendulum summon all of his monsters at the end, which was it was very very cool looking. Yuya gets a really serious face there, like he's ready to take back this this duel with his pendulum monsters, which is weird because he was just shocked for like a minute ago. He doesn't question. He doesn't really question like, oh my god, my cards just changed. What the hell? What the hell's happening? He's just like, oh right, cool, new cards. I summoned them up. Um, yeah, it's kind of weird. Another thing is like his dad's been missing for 3 years, and it's kind of like not. He's. It's just like they haven't been looking for him for 3 years. Like his mom and I don't know. I don't know what they've been doing for 3 years, but like I'd probably get on finding him. That's probably a big thing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll try and review the next episode. But so far, it's pretty much a standard Yu-Gi-Oh episode. It's teaching us about the Pendulum Summon. It's pretty much teaching us, reteaching us about the game for those who are just joining into Yu-Gi-Oh as a series right now. It's pretty standard. It's not that bad. But on a side note, I do like how they implemented the new OCG rules into the show where you can't draw on the first turn. So that's excellent. Another thing I'd like to note is that Yuzu, the female character. Now this might be just a stretch, but here's hoping. Yuzu has U in her name, YU, which is usually just kept for main characters. Um, Now hopefully with that, if Yuzu is following the U sort of thing, like she might not be as big as main character as Yuya, but maybe she'll have like a bigger role as a female character, and that's something that Zeal, even though I like Zeal, it lacked female, really a really strong female heroine. And I hope that this female heroine is nice and strong, because it's looking like she's nice and independent right now, but I hope she, like as a duelist, she's also strong. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Um, Let me know in the comment section below. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.